Okay, so today I'm here at a river. And as I look across this river, I realize that there's no way in a million years I could ever swim across it. But what about rivers is special? What about rivers is unique? As I also look at this river, I realize that it's strong and powerful. And in a lot of ways, it runs deep and wide, and it also gives life to the things around it. You see, in order for this river to look like this, though, it needs to be poured into. It needs to rain in order for this river to be filled up. In a lot of ways, our faith can look the same way, but we need God to pour into our life. And so the question I want to ask today is, how are you allowing God to pour into your life? How are you allowing God to pour into your faith? What does your faith look like? Is it an empty, dry, shallow river, or is it filled with life? You see, what we need to do in times of crisis and uncertainty like this is we need to take the time and seek God first. What I love about God is a relational God, and so it doesn't matter how much you've messed up or what you've done wrong, but instead God takes this time to say, I want to have a relationship with you. And all you need to do is ask God to pour into your life. So I want to ask you this question. Do you want a faith of your own that looks like this river? Or do you want it to be empty, dry, and shallow? How are you allowing God to pour into your faith? And you're probably sitting here asking, well, what can I do in order to improve my faith, to have a deeper faith with God? Well, you can simply communicate with Him. God is trying to have a conversation with you every waking second of the day. And it doesn't have to be some super spiritual conversation, but instead it can just be, God, I want to feel your presence. God, I need your wisdom in this time of uncertainty. And another thing that can really help our walk with God is reading our Bible. I know you hear that all the time, read your Bible, but it is powerful to be able to communicate with God through the Bible. God will give you things, He'll give you direction, He'll give you wisdom, He'll give you counsel, all through the word that He has intended for you and your life. You see, what I want you to do today is focus on your faith. How are you allowing God to pour into your relationship with Him? What are you doing to pour into your relationship with God? How are you growing deeper in His Word? How are you growing deeper in your faith with Him? Are you praying to Him? Are you giving Him an opportunity to communicate with you? You see, if you want your faith to look like this river, you need to ask God to pour into your life. You need God to fill your cup up, and He will fill it up and it will overflow with grace, mercy, and love. You see, when you seek God first in all things, God will give you a faith that is strong, it's powerful, it runs deep and wide, and in a lot of ways, your faith will give life to the people around you.